We got called old last week. Ancient, actually. Not even old.
You got called old.
Bitch, you are with me. You are on the same boat. You are on the same fucking boat.
Why are you
Let's not get
I
there.
didn't get called old. You did.
And we're live.
I can't believe you just called me a bitch.
And
Welcome.
Hey, Earthlings and
Happy Thursday.
aliens.
I just got called a bitch for no reason at all.
Absolutely not.
Yes, no reason at all.
Why don't you give it with context?
This is
Give it with context.
because you said that last week we got called old, and I said no. You did, and you called me a bitch.
No.
Bitch.
I said, bitch, you are in the same boat I am. That's exactly what I said.
Ten cuidadito con eso.
Okay?
I'm not on live here.
You're never on live.
On Facebook.
You're never on live there.
No, wait.
Oh,
I know one thing I gotta do.
Lower your
You
volume.
had it right the first time.
No, I gotta do this.
You had it right the first time.
Come on. Hello. Welcome, everyone. We're not live on Facebook. I don't see it.
Oh, Lord. Yeah, we are.
We are because I'm on it.
I'm on it, too.
It's just you. You're always late.
So how come I don't have
You
it?
slow.
I'm not slow. Come on, guys.
Share Nelson while she looks.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
That's not me.
That's you.
Oh,
That's
this
you.
is
There
me
you
right
go.
now.
Because it's pinned on the top, so you gotta go.
There you go. How's everyone doing today?
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
All my Earthlings and
Let's
aliens.
give it some time for people to join in. It's a Thursday, and it is rainy in Florida.
No, it's not. Some places.
Nelson, where are we right now?
We are in Orlando.
We are in Kissimmee.
We're in Kissimmee.
That's number one. Number two.
I didn't want to say it, but
number
you said
two,
it.
it is raining and cloudy.
Okay. Is it raining right now?
It's
at the moment?
raining and cloudy.
Okay. All right.
We're basically
Mike the weatherman.
Not Mike the weatherman. There is no Mike the weatherman.
Yes, there is.
I
You don't
think
follow him
so.
on Facebook?
No.
Yeah, he lives in Florida. He's a storm chaser. He's really good.
What channel he works for?
He doesn't work for any. He's an independent person.
So why would I be following Mike the weather?
Because
weather chaser?
he actually makes better sense.
Hi, Marty.
He makes better sense.
Oh, he makes better sense.
Yes, he makes better sense.
Welcome on IG. Hope everyone has had a great week.
Welcome on TikTok
Coming
too, because
off of-
you don't give TikTok love, bro.
Hi TikTokers. We're back after a long weekend, Labor Day weekend. I hope everybody had a great weekend. You had a great weekend?
Absolutely.
I didn't see you all weekend.
Absolutely.
Are you saying that to cover your ass?
Somebody's
What?
volume is up.
Oh,
No,
it might be mine.
and you told me to lower my volume. There you go.
Okay.
See, follow your own instructions.
You are absolutely right.
Follow your own instructions. Welcome. Hi, Sunny. Hi, Trina. Welcome, everyone.
It's Sony.
Oh, Sony. Listen, Sony.
I don't know
Sonny.
why you get Sony, because the brand Sony, you pronounce it Sony
I know,
and not
but
Sony.
I don't know. Maybe I just don't want to say Sunny. Sony.
I just want y'all to know that I shared it to 100 people. Did you guys do your job?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
To share. Hi, Janie. How are you?
See, I shared it to Janie. You see?
Oh, okay. The links to our YouTube, please subscribe. We love you. Are on the profiles.
Subscribe, share, follow.
Yeah, but YouTube, I want people to subscribe. We're up to 33 or 34. We need 50 to go live.
Follow us on YouTube. Ace is up on YouTube. Thank you. TikTokers, how are you? Are you seeing people on TikTok?
Yeah.
You are?
Yeah.
Okay.
With my squinty eyes, but I can see.
Glad you can see.
My squinty eyes.
So, how are you?
I'm good. I'm nice and tanned.
No, you chocolate.
No.
You is like chocolate.
No. I would call it not chocolate.
What would you call it?
Dark caramel.
That's not dark caramel.
Yes, it is.
No.
Don't you think it's dark
That's
caramel?
milk chocolate.
No, that's not milk chocolate.
Then what is it?
Milk chocolate you can't see. I would have to
I'm
smile
gonna get a
and
piece
open
of
my
chocolate
eyes.
and put it next to you.
Go ahead.
You're not dark chocolate. You're
No.
definitely not white chocolate.
Oh look, what is
Mocha.
Sasha? What is Sasha?
But you know what? You can't really on Facebook. You have the light spotted on you, so you look lighter on Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah, you look lighter.
Okay.
But yeah, mocha. Janie said mocha.
Mocha. Okay.
Mocha latte.
Mocha. Okay. Got it.
Mocha.
Got it. All right.
Not like mocha, but mocha. So
I was just on this.
once again, we've had a school shooting, and did you hear? I don't know if you heard. The suspect is in custody, 14 years old, and apparently last year he was investigated by the Federal Bureau of Investigation because he had allegedly made threats last year, and they went to his home. So he was already on their target. Janie, we don't have specific topics. What we do is as we converse and go along, we just start, a topic comes up, and that's how we begin to speak about a specific topic. Right now, we're talking about the school shooting yesterday that occurred in Georgia, where unfortunately 4 individuals.
That's a 14-year-old, right?
14-year-old.
Two students and 2 teachers.
2 students, 2 teachers, and the injured. I don't know.
There's at least it's multiple people injured.
Yeah, I read 9 and then I read 30, so I'm not sure which one was accurate, but it's really sad. Hi A, how are you? Hi Meg, how are you? Yeah, the 14-year-old. It's really sad. I mean, I know that a lot of people try to find or want to know the logic behind the logic behind the act, and unfortunately, I don't even know if just that, it's not logical, but they want to know the reason behind the act, and I don't think that even if they knew the reason,
is there
makes
such
a difference.
Is there a such thing as a reason? I mean,
there isn't. That's what I'm saying. Even no reason is enough to justify, and one of the children to justify such an act. But one of the decedents, he was autistic. Maurice, his name is Maurice Sherman. So rest in peace to everyone. To those that passed away, prayers up to everybody in Georgia who this has affected. It's really sad, and I get the right to bear arms. The father apparently had hunting rifles in the house from last year. That's what they knew from last year. But Georgia doesn't have any laws with regard to guns. No license, no background check, no registration. It didn't matter. So, so essentially, when you think about it, Georgia's governor just allowed this to happen, so to speak.
You think so?
Well, it's not that it's allowed, but made it easier. Don't you think?
No. Because if that was the case, then they'd be happening all the time. If it's that easy. That's not.
What do you mean, in Georgia?
Yeah. If you.
No. I understand what you're saying. The concept of the fact that if anyone can carry a gun, then we will be hearing more news about shootings. But the shootings you're probably talking about are minor, but we're talking about a major shooting.
But the gun isn't the issue. I think the mental illness is probably, or the life this kid was brought up with been. I just saw that the aunt.
But we don't know.
Well, the aunt actually she posted something and then deleted it. But once you post something, it's there forever.
If whoever catches it at that time.
Yeah, so they caught it, and it was like, basically, she was like, I can't believe you don't know what my nephew's been through, blah, blah, blah. If you're going to come, I can't believe they're going to charge him as an adult. If you come for him, I'm going to come for you. Boom. But it's already in the cloud, and now it's all over. It'll probably go viral. But
should we justify someone's actions based on their mental capacity and what they've been through in life?
Well, justifying it's
because if that's the case, that's like.
But that's judging.
That's like,
we don't have to judge.
Let's just say 80% of the population has mental issues.
Oh, absolutely, because I do.
Through some traumatic experience in the past.
I do, because I know I have.
You fucked up in the head?
I'm so fucked up in the head. But I think he's gonna have his day in court, and that's all of that is gonna, I guess.
Going to, not gonna.
It's gonna.
Going to.
Remember, I talk the way I want to talk. All right.
Remember.
All right.
We're gonna have this class every time we have
absolutely.
This. And we always have a class whenever we speak because I always correct you.
That's right. And I'm gonna continue talking however the fuck I want to talk.
It's rough.
Actually, we might have to curb it a little bit because for our Instagram viewers, it has come to our attention that the algorithm listens to when you go live. So it seems that maybe some of our cursing, because this one likes to curse a lot.
I have a pouty mouth.
Yes, you do have a pouty mouth.
Don't judge me.
Or no, what's
You have a what?
A potty
A
mouth.
pouty or potty mouth?
Potty.
Okay.
No, but she did say
That was
pouty.
like so New
yeah,
York,
she did. Yeah,
right?
she did pouty. I'm a pouty mouth, whatever. But we'll see. It usually cuts off in an hour. If you are on Instagram, just hold tight for like 30 seconds because we got
hold tight, not squeeze tight. Hold tight.
We got super mega producer on it, so we're good.
All right. So Marisol said, unfortunately, mental health illness goes undiagnosed at times until something like this happens. Janie said, you really can never gauge how much anger or rage a person has or the lack of ability to be able to deal with it. And she also said, as a medical professional, I can tell you that you can have mental issues, but you can still have the ability to know the difference between right and wrong. And that is why almost all serial killers end up in prison and not in the mental institution. I agree. Hi, Gladys. Hi, Carmen. I totally agree. Hi, Lo.
So I had this conversation yesterday. And
should I ask with who? Because it wasn't with me.
No, it wasn't with you. It was
you
Julie.
Don't want no problems with me.
It was with Julie, and she works in a school.
Okay.
And she actually brought it to my attention because I don't watch the news. So she works in a facility where it's supposed to be transitional. Kids that are kind of problem child or exiled or suspended.
You say transitional, but I don't think it's transitional.
Well, that's what they call it.
It's like an alternative high school.
No, because they're not there permanently.
I know, but it's like an alternative.
They could be there for a week, a month, whatever it is. I don't. Whatever.
Julie, chime in.
Whatever.
You work in the school,
whatever you want to call it. Yeah.
You could chime in.
Yeah. So she could probably.
But I don't think it's called transitional.
Whatever you want to call it.
Transitional means you're going from one thing to the other.
Okay. Whatever you want to call it. You can call it blue.
Is it a behavioral modification program? It's allegedly supposed to be, but I don't know what they really do.
Right. So she's
to teach you to behave, to fix your behavior.
She's described to me the atmosphere that is in there, and it's, if you see schools are built like jails.
What?
Schools are built like jails. If you look at it, the lunchrooms, the way the buildings are, everything is just like a jail.
Why is it that jails are built like schools?
However you want to do it, right? But the manipulation is there. You see how the programming starts.
Okay, so she described it as a transitional center. You're going to have to explain that and elaborate that terminology because I want to know how it's...
Anyway, that's it. I want
to know that. But
I understand. You want to know that. But regardless of what it's called, it's supposed to be a school to help these kids who are troubled in many facets, emotionally, mentally, some physically. And it's supposed to help correct the issue so they can then go back.
It's performative.
Go back to the school that they came from. Unfortunately, the processes they have in place, there is nothing about reform. It is basically you are treated inhumanely, in my opinion, the way they do it. Like, you can't speak, you can't do this, you can't do that.
I know someone who unfortunately got suspended from school, and they had to go into this program. And it was my understanding that you have to go through metal detectors. You're checked. You can't bring in a bag. You can't even have money.
The book bags are clear. They're given, like, you can't bring jewelry, no phone.
He was so scared. I mean, the mom was able to take him out, but he was so scared because he said that the other individuals that were there really were out of control.
Yeah, but there's nothing like, there's no empathy or compassion, and I get it, but I know for a fact I've dealt with a lot of youth that's been very troubled. I mean, they've gotten into trouble, they've been in gangs, but I sit down and talk to them and I listen to them, and a lot of them are just horror stories, and I understand that it doesn't excuse their behavior. But it's not about excusing, it's about understanding. I mean, these kids they didn't ask to be brought into this world. They didn't ask to be brought in by the parents and whatever environment they're in. And they just have to basically at that point survive. But I think the school system should provide some type of reform to help these kids become better human beings, or understand that it's what you experience is not the only thing out there, and it's not, and it's sad. Like, it breaks my heart. Like, these kids, a lot of these kids are.
But here's what you have to understand: even if there is a system where the goal is to rehabilitate and to enlighten and to empower and to support, if the person is not in a position to accept all of that, it's not going to make a difference.
Yeah, but if you treat a person like a human being, in which a lot of these, just like even jails have, where you have privileges, like this school has, you go into that school, you have no privileges, none whatsoever.
Well, because they're trying to show you the difference between being in a school where you have regulations, you have rules, but you still have some type of freedom, right?
Mm-hmm.
So she just said, she put in here that the whole purpose of the school is so that it's similar to a prison system. So it's like a scared straight, right? Scared straight.
Right.
You take a student or you take someone and you place them in an environment similar to a prison setting so that you could possibly scare them or deter them from continuing to do things that are not beneficial to them. But again, I think it goes back to the person. If the person's not accepting of all the tools and the resources that they're being provided with, the child or the student or whoever, it's going to continue. It's going to continue. So I don't blame systems. It's just unfortunately that even if you have something in place to try to steer the person or the child in the right direction, if that child is not open to it, or if that child is open to it, but then they go back into an environment where they're still subjected to negativity, they're still subjected to violence, it's not going to make a difference.
So how is it, what is a kid going to get when he has to go to school? He can't bring anything with him, can't bring a phone, has to have a clear book bag, has to go through metal detectors, has to be searched, has to walk in lines through the school. They can't speak during changes. They can't do this, they can't do that, they can't do that. Where is the positive? Where is the?
Today's Thursday, SMP. Sorry. We just had someone walk into our
the green room. Into the green room.
A special
Someone.
Yeah. Today's Thursday. Okay. Today's Thursday. He acts up.
Wow.
It's on him.
You're the one talking about you getting culo today.
Wait, how is it that everybody got liquor except me? I got juice.
And you're off tomorrow.
And I'm off tomorrow.
And you're off tomorrow.
This is my Friday. That's so disrespectful. No one asked me if I wanted a drink. No one asked me if I wanted a glass of wine.
If anybody likes wine, I will recommend Culitos. And it is the 80% Cabernet Sauvignon and 20% Merlot. It's called excuse me, SMP, may I please get the camera to zoom in?
Yo, she's
now.
directing you right now.
Hello, he's supposed to be the producer.
I don't have a camera for that.
You do. You have something. You said you have something. Where am I going?
Well, if you wouldn't have these towers right there, like you can never
he got
hard.
it. He did it.
I had it.
You had it.
I want to know what happened to my little cork here. But in any event, sorry, we digressed from the topic because we started talking about liquor and things.
Bunch of alcoholics in here.
About culo, or you talking about liquor?
Wow,
that's a big.
Julie said, "Yo quiero culito."
That's
Pause,
a big.
Julie.
That's
Julie.
You can handle that with 2 hands.
Fabi. Fabi, ¿qué es eso? You can't drink and eat that at the same time.
That's a big burrito.
That's a big burrito. You use 2 hands.
You gotta open wide for that burrito. No. So getting back on topic. I'm sorry. See, but this is on that note, before we get on the topic, this is why.
Oh wait, before you do that. Wait. Ay, se cayó. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna do it this way.
I'm
so
still waiting for my socks, so just
I told him make sure everybody gets their socks.
First of all,
Okay.
First of all, you said it in Spanish, so you don't count. You're the fourth. So I have the what's her name?
Monique, I like big things.
Wow. All right. Wow.
She said I like. She goes, that's the big.
What was your
bottom."
cousin's name? That one last week.
Eleni.
Okay, Eleni. I got your socks. They're right here.
Eleni's not on, but
Okay, but
they were
I
supposed
have
to be
them.
mailed.
I was busy. I was away. Leave me alone.
I know you were away.
Okay.
You-
So
It was a long
well,
weekend.
I got Fabi's socks. Don't worry. Fabi ain't going nowhere. So Fabi.
It was a long.
Bobby get the socks
weekend.
off his feet.
right. You get them. So
She said, "Oh."
listen, I was at the beach all weekend and I washed my feet this
No,
time.
you don't.
Every single day.
I don't like it.
I washed it because I went in and all that sand, I got all
I don't
that
like
out.
feet.
For the first time in
No, not the
53
first time.
years,
No,
you washed your toes?
no. When I
You
go,
washed your toes
when I
and your
go
feet?
to the beach, I wash my feet.
Anyway,
Anyway,
But-
so
You wanna
listen.
Go to the beach?
Yeah, only when I go to the beach.
only
You
when
wash
you
your
go to the
feet?
beach.
Yes.
Because of the rest
sand.
of the
You
time.
missed that
Yeah,
episode.
rest
Because
of
the rest of the time,
Yes,
when he
explain
lathers
it.
up,
Yes,
the
it just
soap
it
water
flows.
goes down
It
and cleans
flows.
his feet.
It flows.
And in between his toes.
It
No,
flows.
for
Nasty ass.
It flows. It flows.
Now
it flows.
can I?
Wait. So I'm sorry. So we're gonna do the hint for my sock cam, but don't give your answer now. Let's wait till like 8 o'clock or to the end of the show. Give your answers then.
8:15,
Yeah,
8:15.
8:15. Clock in, tap in, and then give your answers then, not now. So that way we can go over it and everything. So
And for those who are joining right now, go ahead, continue.
some bullshit coming in this shit, bro.
Go ahead. Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
All right, so now since we have sock cam, we have t-shirt cam here. So she is, very proud. She's in menopause. What?
I'm in what?
You're in menopause,
Why the
but
hell you announcing to everybody I'm in menopause?
you mentioned it
Talk
plenty of
about
times.
it
You
every
talk
episode.
about it every episode. Word. So
I am not in menopause. I am post-menopause.
whatever. Is menopause in that sentence?
I am
Post-menopause still is
There's no
menopause.
post in front of it. I'm not in menopause. I'm
Okay.
post. I'm past
You
it.
have menopause. You're just in the
I
post of
had.
it. Whatever.
I
I
had.
can't. All right. Anyway, so she's hiding her shirt because she wants to make a surprise.
You're just jealous. You
No,
know.
absolutely. I'm not
It's
jealous
not a
at all.
surprise, but I want to give the element. Of
Okay.
Surprise, right?
Yes.
Because you know, what am I really all the time? What am I all the time that you always say I am?
A Peter?
Oh, what?
A pain in the ass. Peter.
You're a pain in the ass, little alpha. No, that's something else you say.
Well,
What do
we
you
just
say? What
we
do you
have a
say?
lot of
What do you say?
we just have a lot of adjectives for you.
What do you say? What do you say? What do you say?
Ma que jode.
What my shirt says.
I don't know. What does her shirt say? It says
Un hot mess.
you are definitely a hot mess. I'm not a hot mess. I'm a spicy disaster.
All the time, 24
Yeah.
hours.
See,
7
but
days a week.
that's false advertising. Because it's the word "not" where we have like tape and just cross it out. I am a hot mess. That's the way
No,
it should be.
I'm not a hot mess. I'm a spicy disaster.
Okay, all right. That's just another way of saying it, but okay.
That's not.
Whatever makes you feel great. I don't care. Hey, whatever floats your boat.
You just want to. You're a Debbie Downer right now. Debbie Downer.
I'm such a hater right now.
Debbie Downer.
Listen,
Debbie Downer.
the last
You're
time-
just jealous.
The last time you
Because your
won.
socks don't say shit.
Listen. Remember.
Say it.
Remember.
Say it slow.
Remember.
Say it.
Remember.
Re. Say it.
Listen,
Re.
the
Can
last
say
time
it?
you wore a bandana, you threatened me
Yeah, I'm gonna kick
physically.
your ass. Yeah,
Okay,
no.
so I'm a little guarded right now. So just
You've
let
been
it
saying
go.
that since
Yeah.
before we started the show.
Yeah, I
He's been
said that. I'm
He's
like,
been
yo,
saying, "Oh my God, thank you, Julie."
that's a
He's-
trigger.
He's been saying, "You're gonna kick my ass," and I'm like,
Trigger.
"Yeah, I'm gonna kick your ass." I'm
It's a
gonna kick your
trigger.
ass.
It's a trigger. It's a
That's
trigger.
what you get for going to the beach without me. But in any event,
Oh,
let's
I didn't
move
give
on.
my clue. Oh, my clue is the Muppets.
Thank you, Julie. Janie said, "Men on pause." I love that. Men. Wow.
I swear to
Wow.
God, if you act surprised, I'm gonna get pissed off.
Why?
Wow. Man,
Because I
on
used
pause.
that bar in the video on the song that you just watched and you didn't even get it.
You use that bar in the video
I call
that
my
I just
gun.
watched.
I call my gun menopause. Get it?
Menopause. Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, someone doesn't pay attention
To
to
my
your videos.
music.
Yes.
You see?
I listen to the lyrics.
Wow.
I listen to the lyrics. But so yeah, so that's my shirt
See,
for this week.
Sony says that school is a prison.
Is
pipeline.
Inez on? Is Inez on Facebook right now?
I don't know.
Inez, if you're on?
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
Not yet.
I need to know.
It's a cute
And
shirt.
you think we're gonna remember this clue at 8:15?
Oh shit.
I will. Who said that?
That's
Wow, Sonya.
Sony.
Wow,
That-
wow.
Are you on menopause, Sony? Because that does happen
Wow.
when we forget shit real easy. Eleni, where's Eleni? Eleni's on.
Eleni, I got your socks. I got your socks. I got your socks.
And cuz I got your back because I yelled at him for not sending you,
You
the
see?
socks.
You
I
see the
wanted
part?
you to have the
Yelling.
socks
See?
Before today.
There's,
I yelled at you.
There's no adult conversation. It's
If we're going to advertise something and we're going to say we're going to send you socks, guess what you're supposed to do? Within 24 hours.
No,
you're supposed
wait a
to
minute, wait.
pack and
This
ship
ain't
and send.
Amazon, bitch. This ain't Amazon. Wait a minute. Wait. Whoa, this ain't the second time. This ain't 24 hours. That's like you get it in 4 hours, you'll put it in the locker. Well, we don't do
You're
that.
off on Fridays. You could definitely pack it tonight. And then put
Oh,
it in the
actually,
packet
yes.
And then ship it out tomorrow.
yeah.
Amazon.
I got it.
Let's go.
That's
That's it.
why I brought it. I had time. I got it.
Why
and
did you bring
that's
them here? Then you have them in
it.
your
So I
house.
can show them.
Anyway.
Bro, I had to go through the bins. I have so much stuff. I'm
I'm gonna put him on menopause. I will definitely do that.
Wow.
Janie, your cousin, you see, she got my back. Thanks,
Yeah.
Lou. She got my back. Hi, newbie. But
Hi, Jen.
oh my God, I can't. We can't have conversations because we just go from one thing to another to another to another.
I don't know. I can stay
Where do you
focused.
see that menopause thing at?
It's on Facebook.
It's on
and It's
Facebook.
your cousin Janie who has my back right now and not yours. Because if you piss me off, I just gotta put you on menopause.
Okay. Menopause. Mira para allá.
Why you got lipsticks on?
Because my lips are burning.
Why are your lips burning?
The sun, bro.
You sure? Because you were away for the weekend.
Yeah, the sunburn.
Yeah, that's what he said. My son. Yeah.
Listen,
The sun burned his lips.
you can go back to your house.
The sun burned his lips. Have you ever heard some shit like that? The sun burned his lips.
And burned everything
After
else.
being away for 3 days
Look,
at the beach.
Look, for
What?
the first time, I can say that I'm darker than you.
Facts.
First time, look at that, because you be like purple Africa hot, black. You know.
I'm gonna go to the beach this weekend and then I'm gonna beat you again.
You ain't going to the
So
beach
there's
this
no
weekend.
purpose.
You're not going. I don't understand. That wasn't in the plan, so I don't understand.
Pause. First of all,
Menopause.
I have one husband.
Where is he?
And two, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't make plans for the beach. You're not invited this weekend.
Wow.
You just not
Okay.
invited.
All right. Why?
I'm not invited either, so.
You got a football game to go, so you put yourself on pause.
Whoa, you got a football game? What, Saturday?
She has a football game. She has a football game.
Oh,
See,
that's
she has
so
a football
cute.
game, so.
See that's a good process for kids.
So I'm gonna go to the beach this weekend. I'm gonna get
When are you
darker
going?
again. Why you want to know? I'm not telling you. I don't have to tell you everything.
You have her location?
No one's asking. I have your location. I will find you.
Stalker.
Just like you do to me. What were you doing
I
here?
only do that in case of an emergency.
Whatever.
That is it. In case of an
Mhm.
it's true. In case of an emergency. And then if I see he's somewhere he's not supposed to be, I'll be like, "What you doing?"
Wait, what do you mean where I'm not supposed to be?
I thought it was an
This
emergency.
is
What are you
shit.
doing there?
What are you doing there? Interesting. Holy shit.
Of course.
Checking on the Sims.
No, I have people's locations, but it's not because I stalk them. I just look. There's times that I look for my kids really more often than not. And whoever has given me access to their location, because a lot of people have given me access to their locations without my soliciting such.
She asked a question, but talk to the camera, please. Thank you.
Marisol wants to go to the beach. You could join. I'm not sure if I'm gonna go, but you know, I'll let you know. That what?
Marisol can.
Oh my god. These guys are haters.
Viste.
Haters.
Oh, look. Jose said what?
It's not Jose.
Yeah, what
It's
is-
called Josue.
Josue.
Jose.
Josue.
You gotta specify what emergency means to you.
What is emergency? See, what is an emergency? Yeah, what's emergency mean? Yeah, because that's perspective right there. What's emergency?
I like that, Jose.
Josue, you're still on the bad boy list because you called me old. So
Wow.
I don't know right now how I feel about you.
Josue, next time y'all go paddleboarding, just let her keep floating.
Wow.
That's it. Just let her just keep going to Vieques. That's it.
Wow. That is so not cool. So
Don't worry, I got insurance.
$1 million policy. Here we come.
no, what I mean is in case of an emergency happens. So with my kids, they share their location with me. You never know. I watch a lot of crime shows. So at the end of the day, my having access to where their location is very important because if something happens, I can always defer to that and let the authorities know.
Can you name
This is
these
their
crime
la-
shows that you watch?
I watch Snapped, Dateline.
Snap should be
See No
banned.
Evil. I watch 2020. I watch all the YouTube channels that have crime shows. There's a lot going on.
And that's not even talking about YouTube.
I just said YouTube. You just
Oh.
weren't listening.
No, I just wanted it on record, so if something happens to me, we can revert to
Oh,
episode
okay,
7.
yeah, 'cause you got a
only
lot of-
old people
Right,
have a
right,
bad boy list.
right.
Josue.
Oh, wow.
Oh, he's
He's fire.
yeah,
He's
yeah,
on
you
fire.
coming hard,
He's
Papa.
spicy.
I don't know.
He needs that shirt.
He's in Puerto Rico, so he's like, she can't get me.
Yeah.
Did he say virgincy? Emerge. Oh, he's been slurring, and I've been telling him that. All my shows, you see, I love true crime. JD, that's all I watch. I only watch true crime.
First of all,
That's why if something happens and I kill somebody, I'll get away with it because I
can
know.
we shout out all the people
Are you
that's
sure?
like in different places? Like we got
Instagram.
Ohio, Puerto Rico, New
He's
York.
talking about places, not social media outlets. We have people from Puerto Rico. We have
Yo tengo
Ohio.
en la cara.
See?
Yo
There's
tengo-
something with that fucking bandana, bro. It's just something. You think you a chola and you part of a gang and shit? Like, you real spicy. Like, what the fuck? Let me move over a
Because
little
I'm
bit.
not a hot mess. I'm a spicy
Let me be like in a school, like where there's a partition, because we're both. I'm on punishment and so are you. Holy crap!
I'm going to send you to Julie's school.
Yes.
Hey.
That'd be freaking punished. Holy
Oh
shit!
my! Ooh, she's a badass with the bandana. I am, Eleni. I am.
Mhm.
Oh my God! No, but at the end of the day, I love all those crime shows. They're the best thing.
See, Sony listens to the murder podcast on the car.
I do. I also listen to podcasts.
Yeah, yeah.
I haven't listened to a podcast. Hi, Nina. How are you? Because I want to. But anyway,
It's
I
the
do listen
bandana.
to-
It's
I
the
listen
bandana.
to true crime. I read a lot of true crime books. Yo
Say it,
in the
say
house.
it. When you bring him the cup, say it.
Yo, in the how? What the hell does that mean? Janine, please.
It's not Janine. It's
It's
Jamie.
Ohio. It's Ohio.
Oh,
Ohio.
Oh,
Oh, okay. It must be an Ohio thing. Ohio, got
So
it.
what he wanted was to shout out our followers right now, supporters, people that are on. I know we have Long Island, we have Puerto Rico, we have Ohio,
Yeah, Florida,
we
got
have
New
Florida,
York.
we have New York. Anyone else? Well, New York is it's comprised of different boroughs.
Well, I got South Carolina on TikTok. I got
South Carolina.
Yeah.
y'all got a lot of different.
Welcome,
places on
welcome,
TikTok.
welcome.
We got Bronx, Brooklyn, Manhattan, New York, if you want to be specific.
Shout out where you from.
I
And we're
can't.
gonna shout you out. Shout it out.
Josue, the car is a perfect place to listen to true crime. It is. Priscilla,
car?
thank you for joining. Welcome,
Yeah, because they
welcome.
listen to the podcast while driving.
Like an audio.
Yeah.
I listen to podcasts and I listen to the TV without watching the TV.
But do
I
you
like
listen to your husband?
I didn't say that. You see, I didn't say that. You can't say I didn't put him up to it
He
either.
wants to get fucked up tonight.
I
That's
think
the
so.
problem.
I think
that's
Well,
the issue.
he's
I
getting
think
fucked
so.
up. You're getting fucked up. She's getting fucked up. I'm not getting shit.
I'm gonna fuck you up tonight. Keep on. In any event.
Aye.
Let's go back to our topic
That we're
with
talking about
regard
schools.
to the schools.
Yeah, if you notice the way the schools are built and you look them side by side to prisons, they're exactly the same. Interior, exterior.
I
they're all the same.
understand that.
It's
but
like herding cattle. You're bringing
how
them.
it's running.
Yeah, everything.
You get 1 hour
Lines,
sunshine,
yeah.
you get
Lunchtime, an hour.
The lunchroom is the exact same.
Recess,
Everything
all
is
those
the same.
things.
So what would you do to revamp that so that the school doesn't seem equivalent?
Well,
to
they
a
have
prison?
done it here in Florida. They've made classrooms. They've put it outside as opposed to making it
But
indoors.
First, I would. This is the first thing I would do.
No.
I would and it's one of the privileges that gets taken away. Put sports integrated into these schools.
What do you mean put sports into
Put a sports program. Put something.
Well, Nina's high school, Toho Pikalaiga. It's a very long word. Toho Pikalaiga.
Say that 3 times.
Toho Pikalaiga, Toho Pikalaiga, Toho Pikalaiga.
Oh, good job.
I can do it. I'm very talented.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, Nina's school is known for an array of sports.
Red cup time.
One ice for making fun of her accent.
So now you're gonna get fucked up.
Red cup time.
You're gonna go from member to The school systems are garbage nowadays. Hi, Christine. No. Christina.
Wait. Let's not go through. Let's not go through the whole who what Christina.
The school systems are garbage nowadays. Here's what I would love to see as far as the school's concerned. I would like the schools to go back to vocational.
Yes.
Have some type of vocational
Skill
training.
set, absolutely.
Because I think I said this in one of our prior podcasts, but I believe
Last
individuals. Yeah, not in the last one, but in a couple of them in the past.
Oh my God! It was one of the past podcasts.
Can you mind your?
You want to be
for 1
specific?
second,
Talk to the
just
people.
for 1 second.
Talk to the
The
people.
conversation was here.
Talk to the
Seeds,
people.
allá,
Okay, talk to the people. Talk to the people.
Anyway,
I'm gonna shut the fuck up and stay in my lane.
there are
That's
a
what
lot
I'm
of
gonna do right now.
individuals- School is not for everybody.
Absolutely.
School is not for everybody, and there are individuals that are better at working with their hands and have talent, and I think that's so important. That what?
Stop it.
What are we doing
Stop
here?
it.
That's
Working
what I
with
learned
hands.
in vocabulary.
I know I was bending down to get ice, and I felt that.
I'm on airplane mode. Why would I be?
Scan.
Oh, okay.
You're on airplane mode.
Yeah, so that way I don't get phone calls. Right?
Oh my God,
Just
scam!
straight
Don't
up.
talk to me about scams. I have 150 million clients right now that are being
Okay.
Hey,
scammed.
listen. I'm gonna give you a perfect example. EJ did not like school.
Okay.
He did not
And
like
who is EJ for the record?
my youngest son.
Who is EJ for the record?
My youngest son.
Don't
Ask
say
again.
that.
What were you asking me? What the
She
fuck?
want to make sure that's your youngest.
You're my youngest.
If you don't have another one out there.
I hope I don't have another one out there.
Hey!
I've had a couple of scares, remember?
Hey!
Yeah. I've had a couple of scares, but you know, Ancestry.com.
I was ready
Fuck
to
you.
cut your shit off. I was like, no more babies.
So he didn't like the structure, he didn't like the school, and then his mother and I were like, all right. So in New York, there's a vocational type of school that was opened by a retired judge that dealt with kids truancy, right? She dealt with these
She
kids
was in the
before.
juvenile division of the criminal court.
Yes, Mia, yes. That is the legal terminology, yes. Me jodí yo, coño. So, see, I lose track. I'm old and you fucked me up. I was on a roll, right? So anyway, that school, she believed that in the instance where you have these young men and women, that the processes that normally the punishments that they had for these kids wasn't, productive. So she created a school where they taught welding, carpentry, electronics, it wasn't the traditional history, math, science, all that crap, right? That most of us don't use unless we're going into that field specifically. We're not going to use none of that shit. So they created that school has over a 90% graduation rate in regards to that. And
there's an interest.
yes, and it's a 50% rate in employment right out of school. So like you're not giving any incentive to any of these kids. If you're treating them like completely, you're isolating completely, right? But now these kids who are learning a skill set and feel good about themselves and now their self-esteem.
I can go out into I get a career.
Someone has actually, all you need is someone to believe in you to then, for you to start believing in yourself. And now they're teaching these things and these kids are now developing into, productive people in society. But some of these schools are just by taking everything away from you and isolating you completely, there is no chance of reform.
Okay, so
Okay.
other than
Can I ask a question? Do you guys feel like doing that would eliminate school shootings though?
no,
Well, I don't think school shootings. Well,
that has nothing
Because
to do.
that's where it derived from. This.
No,
right. I mean, you could have a school like that, and you could have one kid, but you could have a kid in a normal school, and it's the issues that are not in the school that are the problem, and the things that are going on at home, or the mental issues. That's where, if you see most of these school shootings, and you go deep into the psychological aspect of it, home life is where the issues are at first.
So Eleni said, remind me how old you are. Eleni said, I feel like schools shouldn't be so strict about the testing and whatnot. Students should learn the basics, graduate, and teachers should prepare them for the real world. One of the things that aggravates me about when you're in school is that they don't teach you budgeting. They don't teach you
finance,
Real life stuff.
taxes. They don't want you. It's a program. They want you to stay dumb.
Eleni's 21, so
They want you to go to school. This is the process. They start molding you from the beginning, and then you go to a middle school, then you go to high school, then from high school you go to college to learn the same shit you learned in high school, right?
Not
and
really.
then most of the time, the first 2 years you got all your prerequisites of history and all that same fucking shit,
No, I understand.
same shit, and then 2 years, the next 2 years you kind of focus on whatever your major is in specific classes, but they put you in debt.
Like, why do we learn about science?
Oh, you need science,
For what?
especially you,
What
Oh,
is
why?
science?
What do we need science
Why does
for?
she need science?
because there's certain things in science that help with common sense that a lot of people don't
Like?
pay attention to.
Like,
Well, common sense isn't common. That's one problem.
Well, science would help that.
Well,
schools do not teach basic life skills. It's no longer part of the curriculum. Yeah, and that's the problem.
But
that-
they don't. They also don't teach skills that will help you elevate yourself. They don't. They want you just to
No, I
be in.
disagree with that comment.
No, because
Schools do teach you the basics. The problem is they keep teaching you the basics.
yes.
Instead of giving you
There's
different
no-
things.
So when you get to college, you're taking out loans because at least 80% of
Right.
college students, when they graduate from a 4-year college, are in debt at least 50 grand, at
Okay.
least, right? And then you go into you got a bachelor's degree. Woohoo! What is a bachelor's or a master's degrees at this point? At you. Then you start at 30K, right? How are you gonna pay your loans at 30K?
Okay.
And that's not even you. You don't have a car. You don't have a girlfriend. You don't have an
You agree
apartment.
with him, Mia?
They just
To a
keep you.
certain extent.
Okay, here's the thing.
I'm gonna have a drink.
It depends. I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
Because over the course of the years, it's been there's
Ooh.
a fluctuation in
I got menopause right
what
now.
is required in order to be successful and in order to make money, right? So back in the days, it was essentially you need to go to college. If no ifs, no ands, no buts, suppose you need to go to
You mean
college.
back in your day? I just want to clarify. Back in the days, that's
You see my hand?
Oh, shit.
Do you see my hand? Look,
let's
look.
no bullying, no bullying, no bullying, no
There's
bullying.
evidence,
Look.
yeah.
No
The
bullying.
reason why I
I
asked
now have
that
evidence.
is because, for example, in our household, you've done a great job teaching Nina those things about life.
Mhm.
Where what you're saying has validity, Nelson, because they can't see me. But at what point do the parents play a role? Because there are certain things that we can teach our kids at home at a certain age where we're responsible for that.
It's our responsibility to break the cycle.
Look, I
But
have.
that's not what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but it is.
But the truth is, like myself, I'm not gonna. My mom. All right, I went to elementary school. I went to high school. As far as college was concerned, I wasn't forced to go to college. I chose to go to college. Right? I chose.
I was forced.
And then I chose to go to law school. Right? With my children, I didn't force them to go to college. I gave them that choice. What I did with my children was from early on in. 16 years old, you're gonna get a job. You're gonna learn what it is to have money. You're gonna learn how to budget. You're gonna learn how to buy your necessities in life. You're gonna learn how to cook. You're gonna learn how to iron your clothes. I'll help you with certain things, but everything else, that's all up to you. Thank God they followed my lead, and that's what they're doing.
It's
They're
life
self-
skills.
They're self-sufficient. When I go away, the funny part is when I go away, right?
Where you
And
going
Nina,
away?
I said when I go away, not that I am going away.
Let's
Let me
You're
make
ready
it-
to jump on that bandwagon. and be like, where we going?
Where we going?
Where we going?
Where we going?
But in any
My
event,
body.
no. When I go away, Ben will send me pictures of Nina cooking for him, right? But I remember when I was younger, I told Nina, God forbid something happens to me, I take care of your dad. I don't cook for Ben all the time, but when I do cook, it's a yay. But she does it, right? And then she'll do things that she knows mom does around the house. So I appreciate that. But there's a lot that we can teach our children in order for them to be self-sustaining.
Oh, absolutely.
and to be independent. One thing that I always taught my children, I'm not trying to ride their asses to do certain things because I just want to ride their asses. It's because if I die, I want to know that you can survive.
Mm-hmm.
I told that to my husband too. I want you to cook. I want you to clean. I want you to pay bills. I want you to do all that. Why? Because at the end of the day, I want you to survive. If I die, you need to be able to live on and to handle things. And I don't want anybody to be like in a disarray and all frazzled and in this chaos.
So you don't think that, like, if you go, I'm gonna have people cooking you?
I mean, that's what
I'm gonna look at her. I'm gonna look at her.
She said,
your
not me.
cousin, because she just cooked for you yesterday.
Oh.
Because you just asked for something and she
Oh.
cooked.
She
So
was fired,
I'm gonna
too.
answer that question and I'm gonna say, I'm sure people will cook for you.
Don't
But
get
you
used
could-
to it, though.
You could cook for yourself.
Wow.
You could
Wow.
cook for yourself.
Don't get
See, listen, my parents, my mother said, go to college. My mother said, go to college, go learn something that's going to make you money, and you can work for 50 years and then go watch and then die.
But it depends. There are certain areas within the world, as far as careers are concerned, that do require you to have a bachelor's.
Yes,
degree.
absolutely. I
Just like
understand
me.
that.
I went to law school. I had to go to law school.
Yes.
Because if I didn't go to law school, I wouldn't be able to understand the fundamentals of basically defending someone or prosecuting someone.
But there's very few fields where you need a degree to excel at.
You're
That-
right.
that
And
is a
that's Eleni
requirement.
just said that. College is not necessary. Anyone can do what someone with a degree can. Eleni, on that point, unfortunately, if you don't go to law school, you're not going to be able to represent yourself in court. There is a case right now where, unfortunately, that happened to someone, that she basically fired all her 8 attorneys. The court was like, now you're going to represent yourself. And when she saw herself in that position, she was like, oh shit, I need an attorney. And she put out an ad for an attorney and she got an attorney. So not everything is that easy. Are there a lot of careers? Yes. Where it's a learning process? Yes. You have to be open to learning. You have to be open to being challenged. You have to be open to, multitasking, being independent. There's just a lot that encompasses your ability to do things. You have to want to do it. It's not something that you have to want, and you have to feel it. Because if you don't feel it, you're going to be doing shit that you just don't want to do. That's my opinion. But, as far as college, school, I know we need it. I just think that with elementary school and high schools, there are certain subjects that I don't think you need. I appreciate it. In high school, I learned how to type. I learned shorthand.
I took home ec. I took carpentry.
You took home ec?
Yeah.
Is that why you're so organized?
Home ec is
If
for
anybody
cooking.
needs somebody to go into their home and organize their home, you're looking at the guy.
That's
He
me.
can organize the shit out of your fucking
You're gonna
house.
throw away
Oh
all
my
the
God,
shit.
it
The
was-
deal is, though, if he does it, and he
If he
finds
does it,
money
you're
in the
never gonna
drawers,
find any of your
and the
shit.
mattress is his.
The what? Oh, if he finds something that's of value, I'm sorry, he's gonna take it because he's gonna be like, oh, I could resell this because he's really good at that.
Yeah, if you give me permission. That's all.
He's really good.
I like
He's really good
permission.
at that.
I like
He's
permission
a
first.
super organizer. I mean, he'll go into a room full of clutter and he would just purge everything,
So if you got
organize it.
panties with pearls,
Panties with pearls.
Oh,
anything.
I'm your prince.
he gonna put it around his neck and finish.
I'm your prince. But see, yeah, skills sets need to be taught, and I think also sports need to be integrated. Sports.
But sports is integrated in some.
No, like this school that is not. There's
What school?
nothing.
What
The
school?
one that Julie said. There's nothing. That's
The
all.
one that what?
That Julie.
Well,
did.
because remember that school's not meant that the school.
But
that
I
Julie
understand
said-
that. But
Wait.
sports. No,
Hold on.
no. There's no hold on.
No,
You
pero-
spoke.
Where's Elo? Where's Elo?
Pero nene,
Elo's gone.
Elo's gone?
Yeah,
Listen.
they stole Elo.
what you're not understanding is these children are facing the consequences. The students that are going to Julie's school. Julie, I don't know what your school is. If you want to divulge his name, you can. But the children that are going to what she described as this transitional center after being suspended from school, the point of them losing those privileges, right, is because they did something wrong.
Right.
And at the end of the day,
So how do you correct that?
it's not by rewarding them and giving them the same thing.
No, but sports isn't about
If you-
rewarding. It's
okay,
about
so
giving them
if
structure
you
and
have children
discipline.
and your children do something wrong, you're gonna reward them by giving them something, taking them to the park and playing ball.
No, not at all.
So
but
then
I'm
what the hell
no,
are you
but
talking about?
go ahead. What?
She works at a transitional center.
Yes.
I'm gonna ask Nelson this, Mia. Don't beat him up. Exactly, what are the grades? This is a 2-part question.
K
What
to
are-
12.
Okay, and
What did the grades?
K to
Kindergarten.
12, bro.
Well, did you not see the student that was in, I think, first grade and he shot his teacher?
There's Chucky and Annabelle in these schools, bro.
Yeah.
My question.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
That's why everybody gets loud
She
because they want to
works
try to make it
Here
finish.
in Florida, correct?
Yes.
So here it's called the Transitional Center.
Okay.
In New York, for
It's
example,
called Spofford.
wow. It's called an
That's a jail.
it's called an
It's a juvenile
alternative.
detention. It's not a
It's
jail.
called an alternative.
High school.
Okay.
Right.
Which I'm going to point out that I went to,
You went to an alternative high school.
and you didn't even know that.
Why are you
Yeah.
telling me this now?
First of all,
Okay.
First of all, nothing.
How did you not know? You got him in high school. You grabbed him in high school. How did you not know? You just didn't care.
That's him up.
That was, it
She
wasn't-
saw you in the yard.
It wasn't important.
She saw you in
It
the
was
yard.
because he was. It was because he was big.
Wow.
can I finish my point now? Wow, they talking about me like I'm not here. Wow.
I'm in the room.
Wow.
I'm in the room. I'm in the room.
I saw his size 13 feet, and I said, "He's
Oh
big."
my
It's not
God.
15. It was 13.
It's not
Oh,
15.
okay,
It's
well,
13. It's 13.
This is where you go. "La, la, 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 la." So, in the transitional high school, actually, I started in junior high school.
Can we
Okay.
start in the beginning? Why did you have to go to?
It
an
doesn't
alternative
matter.
high
It doesn't matter why.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter why. Explain
So
the
we
school.
will have this conversation after
And
this.
in this alternative school,
Right.
I played basketball.
Right.
This is where I learned a lot of the skills that
What
I ended up
what
going
if
to college.
what if being part of a team give you?
What?
What did
Team.
being part of a
Basketball
team?
I understood that.
No, man,
Yeah,
that's
that's what I said. I did say it in English. Parte de un equipo.
Take a drink because you need to drink.
So what did that do for you?
I learned
What
how,
you were missing in life
I learned how to run away from beef.
instead of confronting it.
Yeah, because we were always playing against other alternative high schools, and they were other bad kids. So
Right.
we would, if we beat them, we were getting jumped.
Right.
So I
But
learned how to run.
while the games were played,
It's different though. It's different because it's a humility to it. Because you think you're the badass, you think that you do shit,
And when you see
nobody-
everyone
when you
else,
see the-
you're like, oh,
you
I
be like,
know.
oh, it's a humility to it. So it kind of helps you, especially when you're in sports and you're like that close to them. Whereas in a high school, you can avoid it. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So it's a little different. But in that high school, they did teach us, what is it called? Vocational
skills. Yeah.
So those alternative high schools in New York was practicing it back then, but they don't do it anymore.
No, they've taken
So
it little
it's
by little.
taken away.
They've eroded it.
Right, and which I think was a big part of my learning. Okay, I need to understand what vocational means, what
Mhm.
trade I need to do, but also understand what camaraderie is. Because even though I went to other schools and was getting jumped, I became friends. Even though they were bad, it was a humility for not just me, but for everyone.
You ended up having to be a family. It was a
Right.
unit.
And you understood
Right,
that it doesn't
so-
matter who the person is.
Right.
But that's what's needed.
Exactly.
whereas
That's what's
what is
missing.
Missing today.
Absolutely. That's what's missing.
That was my point.
Yes, absolutely. It's
Yeah.
missing. You have.
Yeah, I did go to
you-
alternatives.
There you go.
Junior high
Y'all
school.
have that conversation later. You'll have that conversation later. But that's.
You learn something new about your partner every
Absolutely,
fucking day.
absolutely.
That's what I say.
But that's what I'm saying. That part of sports where you learn that discipline, that structure, the being a unit. Like most of these kids feel that they're alone, that they have no one to look out for them, that no one cares, that no one gives a rat's ass what happens to them. And sports does the complete opposite of that. It gives it. I've seen it year
Well,
after year
I mean,
after
but
year.
How many individuals have we heard that have actually gone as far as being in the NFL, in the MLB, in the NHL, and they're not happy with their lives?
But we're not talking about happy.
So
This
what
is-
I don't, I'm
it's
not
completely
understanding because you're talking about sports in this alternative school.
Yes,
only?
to reform the way your behavior is. We're not talking
It's
about
not
happy.
It
We're not
can't be to reform. It's got to be to help the direction of reform.
Well, absolutely. Yeah, you steered away from.
I don't see how. I could see. This is what I can see. If a child, a student, is in a transitional center or an alternative high school because they got suspended from a regular institution, okay, they then go to this school, right? But if they don't want to learn, and if they don't want to listen to teachers, and if they don't want to do their homework, right, and they have sports, guess what they're gonna do? F everything else. I'm just gonna.
Yeah, that's not true. And I'm gonna tell you why. Wait.
Why don't you just all jump me?
This is what I'm gonna
Because
say.
that's what you all just did right now.
You can't relate to how sports work because that's
No, I'm.
no.
Oh,
Listen.
She's asking. She's asking.
Go ahead.
Wait.
Might not know.
Mhm.
But wait. Honestly, if I don't want to do homework,
Right.
and if I don't want to sit in the classroom,
Mm-hmm.
and if I don't want to learn, and then you have all these other alternatives sports, right?
Right.
Then I'm gonna cater to that,
Right.
and I'm not gonna do what I'm supposed to do.
Right. So I'm gonna tell you real life stories of had kids who were they lived in detention all day, all week, right? Eventually, all right, they get off detention, but they still have that mindset that school isn't for me. I've had kids that were bad as hell, came, played sports. The lessons and what was taught in that environment translated to their schoolwork seamlessly because
But I don't think that's across the board. I think it
I'm
depends.
not-
I want to say it depends on the student.
it's not depending on the student.
It
It's
does.
what
I
it's,
don't think every student that goes
No,
from high
not-
school
not-
to a transitional school or to alternative high school that they're going to accept the concept.
I'm not
and that because
you're not
not
understanding.
gonna get every
You're not gonna get
student.
100%.
Yeah, you're not.
As me, if I have 100 kids and I get 10 kids to straighten out, that's a win. You're not gonna get every kid. But the point is that the processes that you have now don't work. They make things worse. Like if you got 100 kids in this school, 99 of them are still gonna continue that behavior because you're not teaching them anything else. You're not exposing them to other things. You're exposing them to the same shit over and over again.
Eleni,
And that's the
thank
problem.
you. Eleni says she likes my cup. All right, let's just address some of these comments here. JD said, I played softball for my high school, and every time we played Eastern District or Boys and Girls High, if we won, they chased us all the way down to the train station. She said, my school was a vocational high school. I went to Maxwell, and because it was an all-girls at the time, even though it was public, the three things that we had to choose from were cosmetology, trade dressing, making key punch, and secretarial skills, which is catered to females.
Mm-hmm.
Julie said, my kids. So Julie is the individual, or the woman, I should say, that is a teacher in the transitional center. So she's giving us first-hand point of view and information. And she said that the kids are not allowed to greet each other in the hallway, silent transitions. Janie said,
Yeah, exactly. Like
Janie
that's
said-
so inhumane.
yeah, but again,
No.
But again, let's compare that. You're coming from school.
Jail
In
is
school.
much better. Jail is better.
In school.
Mm-hmm.
In school, what did you have? The liberty to speak to other students, to socialize, to be part of a community,
Right. Okay. Yeah.
But then you do something, and I don't know what
Right.
you do, but then you do something,
Mhm.
right? And now you're placed in an environment where you don't have that. So maybe the whole point is to teach them the difference between something that you don't take for granted, that you have all this freedom and this liberty, right?
Because they're in a transitional.
Right? They gotta learn.
I see what she's
Right?
saying.
I understand, but they're not. How you gotta when you want to teach, you gotta teach both aspects, right? The good and the bad. So
But if you had the good
But you had
and
the
you
good
fucked
already.
up the good,
Mhm.
then you're gonna
That's
get
what
the
she's
bad.
saying. Yeah.
right. So if you take a kid,
But
right?
it's not temporary either. It's not like it's temporary.
It
That's
is
like,
temporary.
Yeah,
It's
it's
temporary.
temporary. No,
until-
it's temporary.
it's
Some of them are there
temporary
for a
until
while. It all depends on
That's what I'm saying. You have to
That's
go
like
out.
jail.
exactly. But in jail,
That's like jail.
but listen, in jail, when you go to jail, you have privileges.
And in jail, when you fuck up, where do you go? Solitary confinement.
No, not necessarily.
Ay, bendito sea Dios.
No, it depends. It depends on the. It depends on the offense. It depends on the jail.
But if you fuck up,
You-
if you start fighting, if you start arguing,
they start taking
if you
privileges
start
away.
stealing,
Go
if
to
you start
solitary
stabbing,
confinement.
you're going into
But,
solitary. and who do you talk to in solitary?
Yeah,
Ain't
so-
No,
you
you're
talk
see,
to the wall.
you're making something there. That is one of the methods and privileges that are taken away from you. But when you could see, we're gonna go through your lane now, the law, right? You get convicted.
Don't go there, Papa.
You get convicted.
You know that.
Listen,
That's my
listen.
name.
You get convicted. You get 10 years on that conviction, right?
Yep.
But you walk into that. You walk into that jail. You have already been convicted. You have been found guilty. You walk into that jail with privileges.
Oh,
They do not take them away.
Look what Julie says.
What privilege? They're given
They
sentences.
send 90,
You
100
see?
day contingent
Oh,
on the
it's-
offense.
it's-
Right.
Yeah.
But listen, you get a sentence in jail. You get a sentence. You go in. You still have privileges.
What privilege do you have?
You can still congregate. You can
It
still.
depends.
No,
who
it
you
does not.
are. It depends.
It depends
Not-
where you're at.
Yes,
Right, that's
not
all. But
every-
that's all.
Prison
Well,
and jail.
let's talk about
Yeah.
let's talk about the majority because you want to do specific and those are the minor ones. You're talking about serial killers and all these.
No.
Listen, let's talk about Gen Pop. Let's talk about the general crimes that take
That's
about
different,
80%.
That's-
not the
That's similar
5%.
to the school that
Yeah.
she's talking
Can you
about.
do me a favor? and
Lower my
your
voice? Yeah.
Thank
So let's
you.
not talk about the 5%. Because you always want to be uber specific. No, let's talk about what the mainstream is. The mainstream is you get convicted, you go to jail, you have privileges. The moment you fuck up in jail because they have a process, those privileges are taken away from you.
But it's
this
the same
way,
thing.
no, it's not. Listen and pay attention.
How is that not the
Listen,
same?
these kids get sentenced, right, from their normal school. They get sent to this school. They have no privileges to start.
Who?
These kids.
What kid? The kids that go to regular school?
No, the kids that go to the transitional school.
Well, but
No, there's no but. If you
Nelson.
IG went out.
IG went out, give us
Oh,
30
Give
seconds.
us a minute. Give us a minute.
Yeah.
But Nelson, the truth of the matter is, it's just like anything, right?
No, I just gave you a
wanna- it's just-
comparison.
If you have a privilege to something, right? If you have a privilege, you said the word privilege.
Right.
You have privileges, and you fuck up.
Right.
You have to face the consequences.
But
correct?
they are getting the. You're not understanding the comparison, and this is what you're not getting. You're not getting the comparisons. You
Okay,
go to jail. You get judged by a jury of your peers. You get convicted for 10 years. That is your sentence. 10 years. You go into jail.
Okay,
Your
what
pri-
privilege do you have though?
You-
When you go to jail, you have the privilege to eat. You have the privilege to socialize.
You
You
ha-
have a privilege to go outside.
Right.
If,
You
if
have-
the
you have-
jail allows that.
Right, you have rec time for the majority. We're not talking
And you
about
have the privilege to
you-
work.
So
If
you
can
have
work,
you
can.
have all these things.
And right now you have technology.
These kids, yes, they all have iPads, and that's fucking crazy. the TikTok jails. These kids here get sentenced from their school and go into this transitional school, and all their privileges
Okay, so
are taken
then what
away.
do you propose? What do you propose? If you're a student and you're in a regular school setting,
Right.
and you do something contrary to the rules and the regulations of the school,
Right.
right? And you get suspended from the school,
Right.
then what do you propose? Because how is it that what are you going to do
Go back
to
on.
ensure that this individual is going to
You
learn?
can't. You can't make.
learn
You
from
can't
his
be. You
wrongdoing?
can't be sure. That's the one thing. You cannot be sure. But you have to provide those services to see
But
if
what,
this kid.
I'm asking you.
Oh well, we talked about it. All these skill sets that you can learn, right? Like if you're gonna be sentenced, okay, you can't work, you can't be in a school in a normal environment. Let's bring you here.
Diana, we just went back on live. We only have an hour on Instagram, but it started back
we
up
gotta
again
figure
on
that out. You
Instagram.
need to stop cursing. I'm
It's
just
not
letting-
that.
It's
No,
a-
I know.
Instagram is a time frame.
Just-
y'all living on TikTok.
Yeah,
for some
yeah. I'm
reason.
still because I'm still active on that. But the thing is, you gotta have a process in place to have these kids.
All
Like,
right,
okay,
so-
you gotta learn.
So tell me what process.
Okay, so
if you could put a process in place,
yes, if I could put a process
right?
in place.
What process would you put that would both enforce the fact that you did something wrong and now you're in an environment where you have to prove to us that you can go back into the setting that you had and regain your privileges? What would you put in place?
I would put in place where instead of teaching history, math, and all these things,
No,
I would,
I'm talking about in this alternative school.
I would exactly. I would.
Forget about.
You're not letting me
Oh,
finish.
you're going to school, but you're going to school and you have to take those requirements.
No,
course.
not in this. Not in this. They
Let
just
me
sit
finish.
there. Exactly. I'm trying to get a point, and you're cutting me off before I even let the process happen.
But you're talking.
You
about,
keep talking. I hate the word "but" because every time you said the word "but,"
I
you
like
negate.
buts.
You
No, because,
yeah, you
okay.
negate that. But
Nelson,
can I give you my process before you shut me down?
But Nelson, here's the truth.
What's the
In
truth?
school, in a regular school setting, we're being taught history, science.
Right. Exactly.
What
Right.
you're saying is that these children should go from the school setting when they're suspended
Mm-hmm.
and go into a transitional center
Mm-hmm.
and not be taught English, math, history and science?
Absolutely not.
So then
Why? Because it's not working in the first place. Why would you take them from one building that they're being taught these classes, and then you take them to another building and teach them these classes? The problem isn't the classes. The problem is their behavior. And since you can't control the home life, you need to then try to address the behavior and correct it in school. Going to science and going to English and learning about George Washington
But they
and Christopher...
still have to do that.
I understand that they still, but we're not talking about still. There's plenty of time for still. You're trying to correct that behavior, because if you don't correct the behavior, you're never going to get to English, math, science. You're never going to get there. So you need to
Okay, so what would you implement to correct behavior? That was my question. What would you implement to assist these students in not becoming recidivists, right? And rehabilitating their behavior. What would you? Sports is not going to help that.
Yes, how do you know that? I'm telling you for a fact that it
Okay,
works.
so
Your husband,
I'm sorry. You have a student,
SMP.
You have a student who's in a regular high school.
Yes.
That student is violent with another student and gets into a fight.
Right.
You bring that student, then gets suspended from school for fighting, goes into transitional center, right? And that student then decides, oh, I want to go on a basketball team. Okay, but he has such a bad temper that when he's on this basketball team, he's fighting both with his teammates and
Oh, I got something. Wait.
Let me answer that.
Everybody, please give me the name of the movie where The Rock did the football program for the juvenile detention center, and it's a true story, and it's fact how that program worked.
The problem is a lot of these kids don't have anything to hold on to, right? So if you create something where they hold on to it, for example,
And they feel good about themselves.
all right, Mia, can I finish? Sports now has become something for that child to hold on to.
Right, but if it's competitive.
So
if you have a team,
No, it's not about competitive. See, this is where you don't have that relatability when it comes to sports, because you never play sports.
Who said that? I never played.
What sports did you play?
When I was in high school.
Hold on, I gotta put the puzzle piece in.
Oh, put the puzzle. Oh, okay. I was trying to
Julie
look for
said legally we have to provide the same classes and follow Florida state standards.
Right.
Janie said, why are the requirement courses responsible for the child's behavior? That makes absolutely no sense.
Gridiron Gang.
You don't teach
Right.
math, reading,
Thank you,
reading,
Carmen.
science, the doom, never to want to learn, and kids that don't have those basics in really bad ways when they're older.
Right. So the movie is called Gridiron Gang, which is based on a true story of a gentleman, I believe in California, where he was part of the staff of a juvenile detention. And we're talking about Crips, Bloods, the worst of the worst there. He created a program where he said, let me try football, and the skills that I learned, the structure, the discipline, the authority, how to respect each other.
Watch that, Mia.
You should watch that, Neil. You should watch that, Neil.
You'll love it.
That program.
I've watched it. I don't like The Rock.
Wow.
You guys don't understand. I don't like men with muscles and all that shit. That shit.
Wow.
Bare bellies and ball heads?
No.
No.
I don't
And
like.
negritos?
I don't like.
Dad bods. Dad bods. She likes dad bods.
Dad bods.
She likes dad bods. She likes dad bods.
No, that's her too.
And
that's her too.
men with size 13 feet.
Wow.
Oh,
Wow. Yo,
that's the first time I heard that.
Listen, don't be saying that too loud.
Word.
Yeah, don't be saying that too loud.
Listen, I'm not. What I'm saying is, it's a two-way street.
No, it's not a two-way street.
Okay, Nelson, it's a two-way street. A teacher's job is to teach, but a student has to be willing, able, and ready to.
Yeah, I agree
that.
with her on that.
Yes, I
She's right.
understand that.
So it
but
doesn't really matter the setting, whether you're in a regular school or in a transitional school. It doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, if the child is not being, the student is not being receptive
Right.
to what is being given to them.
But you got to give them something to be receptive about.
Right.
You got to give them something that they'll.
You both have.
You got to give them something to feel great about.
You
Like
both
there's a goal where, okay, this is where I want to do.
You both have points.
Going to English and math ain't giving you no goals.
At the end of the day, you still have to create an environment for it. What she's saying, I'm sorry. What Mia is saying is 100% correct. And what you're saying is 100% correct.
I don't think it's the structure, Bill. I don't think it's the structure. I don't think it's the teacher. I just think that
And it's not even it's not the teacher's fault. The teachers are handcuffed because they have a curriculum they got to follow.
It's fault if you want to get,
Well, the home life has a lot to do with
it
it.
has 90%.
So, but the thing
to
is,
do with it.
first of all, I don't think schools take the time to listen to the students and understand
Schools or teachers?
both. But teachers are overwhelmed. The school system overwhelms the teachers, and it goes downhill.
Get him, Mia. I don't
Okay.
know. Get him, Mia.
So,
Stab
if-
him in there.
you know, everything is about numbers. Everything is about enrollment, and that's how you get funding. And unfortunately,
And
look at
making
here in
them
Florida,
sense.
the charter schools. DeSantis
Carmen
gave so much
said-
money to the charter schools
But you
and
don't
gave
live
nothing
in
to the
Canada,
public.
Bro.
Hold on.
The school is not free.
Carmen said, I love Job Corps. She went there for 8
Oh,
months.
See?
God.
Job Corps is
Job Corps
really,
was
that's
shit
really
back in the
old.
day.
Yeah, I remember Job Corps
That's the
or
one thing I did
ROTC. How many?
I didn't do that.
No, I know, but they have ROTC in a lot of
Nina did
schools.
That. Nina did
Hi,
that. She loved
Hi,
it.
Christine. Yeah, I
I
think
did that in real life
ROTC is good. Nina didn't go to ROTC. No, she didn't.
for like a half a second.
No,
For like half a
Nina-
second, like half a
Nina
second.
never went to
But
ROTC.
you have to do something different to get a different change, to make something change. You know what I'm saying?
But to Mia's point, the child has to want to do
Right. Yeah, but if you don't
That's
offer,
right.
but if you don't offer it,
So,
like you're going to the
I'm
school,
gonna
you
bring
can't do
up-
this, you can't
all
do
right,
that.
so I'm gonna say this. So you're comparing school, right? A regular school to alternative school. And you're saying, excuse me, not to alternative. You're saying school is similar to a prison,
Yes.
right? Where there's rules, regulations, and all this stuff. What about the army? Where you have to get up when they tell you to get up. Where you have to exercise when they tell
But
you
it's
to
a
exercise.
choice that you're making.
Why
It's
you
a
asking
choice.
him? He's never been in the army.
Yeah, but it's a
what's the
choice
What's the
to
you-
join in.
I understand, but at the end
These
of the
kids
day,
aren't having a choice.
you have a choice to no, they don't have a choice to go to school. But at the end of the day, when you enroll, it's the same concept. You have to be where
No,
they. It's the
absolutely
same concept.
no, it's
you have to
not.
be where they tell you to be.
No.
you have to do what they tell you to
Yeah,
do.
but you have to go to school. It's not like you can stay home. You have to go to school. When you're entering the military, you
you don't
choosing.
have to go to school. You don't have to go to school. You know why? Because there's home parenting.
That's now. That's because
That's
of COVID.
always been the
No,
case.
but most people don't do it. Homeschooling now has become
But
more
that's
popular because of
that's
COVID.
Because of society.
No, it's not about society.
It is society.
What parents have the time to get home to homeschool their kids?
Nelson, let's start from the beginning.
The beginning of what?
Let's
Your
start-
time?
No, let's start from the
I'm
beginning.
just
Let's
Wow.
start from the beginning,
The
right?
beginning of what?
If you're a girl and you got a pussy, you're a girl, right?
Wow.
You have to have
Wow.
a pussy to be a girl. You have to have a dick to be a boy.
Right.
And-
Well, not
and-
nowadays.
and-
No, not nowadays.
Hey,
And
hey.
and the minute that you're born, you either get a pink or blue hat when you come out the hospital, right?
Uh-huh.
Right? And you get a name that goes with your gender, right? And then you have your parents have a religion, right?
Mhm.
And that religion is engraved in you, right?
Right.
Because you're a kid and you have to follow what they say. So yeah, unfortunately, you don't have a choice.
Right.
You don't have a choice. But at the end of the day, you're saying a school is like a prison.
No, it is like it, but I wasn't comparing. Your point was you put the military here.
Right?
When you
but,
join
but
the
the
military.
military is like a prison too.
No, it's not. It's not. You're
She's
making a
talking
choice.
about
The structure,
systematic of
right?
it, the
But
structure it
but
is.
the thing is that people that are going into the military are choosing to go into the military. So they're choosing to go into this discipline. They know what they're getting, and they are willing to do it. That
but
is
that
not
part isn't. The other parts is similar to prison.
Correct.
It
right.
really
Oh,
is.
absolutely.
So, and I'm talking about all aspects. Mia
You
said-
can't even go outside to
Mia
exercise
said
until they tell you to
army,
exercise.
But it's not just
the
army.
military.
It's all military.
right. It's a minute.
Right? When you go into war, it's like
But they're
being in
teaching.
prison.
But they're teaching you these things because if you need to go to war, these processes needs to be in place.
No, yeah, that's a fact.
You got to be a unit.
Yeah, that's a
But
fact.
not only do you have these processes, but as a unit, that becomes your family
Nah.
in some
Okay.
some aspects.
So Carmen said she dropped out at 18 and
Damn,
had
it's
family
8:13
issues.
already.
And she said she only went because I had to. Dropped out of high school 2 times and was about to get put in a group home. Janie said military is not like the prison. You join the military regardless of what people may think, somebody has to do that job. Just like you have a cop, and you have a fireman, and you have a sanitation worker. Someone has
Yeah,
to do
but the
that
point
job.
is, it's voluntary. Is
And
what
then-
Nelson's saying.
Josue said keeping kids engaged is very hard. Josue is a teacher in Puerto Rico.
Right.
And Julie said it's very hard. And this is what the issue is, that unless the child, the student, is
Wants
willing
to,
and
yeah.
open
It's
and
true, it's true.
receptive.
Yeah, but you also have to
It's-
be. It's got to be interesting. I didn't like English. I didn't like.
Whoa! Are you you saying that the teachers that are now?
No, the
Julie and
courses.
Josue are
No,
not
no.
It's the
interested?
courses. The courses.
It's up to the teachers to. They
Correct.
get a curriculum.
Yes,
but
I
it's up to the
absolutely-
teachers
no.
to make it interesting.
Right, but if you notice a lot of these curriculums, they're boring as fuck.
Yeah, but that's
That's the
just
structure they
curriculum
give you.
saying
But who
A, B,
makes the
C, D.
curriculum?
The states,
No.
the cities.
No.
No, I'm sorry. What are you talking about?
Can my teachers please educate Nelson on who makes the curriculum?
No, the curriculum is done by the Board of Ed.
Who makes the curriculum?
The
No.
Board of
Who-
Ed, the Board
My
of Education.
teachers? My
Yes,
teachers?
I would
Who
like to because I'm
My
surrounded by
teachers?
teachers for many years.
Who interprets
Board,
the curriculum
and they
are
have to
the
they
teachers.
have to then process that curriculum.
No.
They are told
They
what
don't
books they
do it.
can write, they can read and write and all
The
that stuff.
curriculum is done by the teacher.
No, it's
Every
not.
week.
The
Every
lesson
week.
plan is done by the teacher.
Based on the curriculum.
The curriculum is done by the
Yes.
state.
Yes.
The lesson plan is done by
Yes.
the teacher.
Remember, Josue was telling us.
Somebody
yeah?
has no. He does lesson plans. I know he has to do lesson
Right, but
plans.
Based on the curriculum.
Basado en el currículo de esos grados.
Yeah.
Yes.
It comes from the
Face
state.
it, you're wrong.
Yeah.
Face it.
Relax, I'm wrong. My lord, the curriculum is set by the state. However, teachers have to follow that curriculum.
Right.
And Josue said, in my case, I make my own curriculum.
Oh,
But
so
that's Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico, yeah, okay.
I mean, the school system.
Puerto Rico's a whole different country. Let's
Julie
not jump
said
into that
curriculum is done by
because
the
we
state.
talked about that yesterday.
Lesson plans by the teacher. We have Christine. She's on Instagram. Hi, Christine. Homeschooling is on the rise because of bullying, peer pressure, and plenty of not so great teachers. I think many people choose the military because they are desperate for work, free education, housing, insurance.
I wouldn't say
Sony
I
said
wouldn't
that.
say desperate.
Who said that?
I wouldn't
Sony
say
said
desperate.
animal, Gonzo. Those are my sock guesses. Okay, so it's 8:16.
Okay, yeah. So yeah,
Time out.
Wait.
We're not gonna skip by that.
So wait a second.
Time out. Who
But-
else said that they're
Wait, Jamie said, but they
Desperate
shouldn't
for work.
mistake the
Yeah.
curriculum for the lesson plan. And I agree with Janie. You know why? Because the lesson and how the teacher's teaching that lesson is how the student
Yeah,
will
I-
get their interest.
yeah,
right?
absolutely.
So,
I get that.
so at the end of the day, a teacher can be super fun, right? Engaging. I saw an article where the teacher was so engaging that he was allowing the girls to braid his hair. Guess what? Red flag. You don't do that. You're going to get thrown out. You're going to get fired.
Yeah, that's kind of.
But he's trying to engage and putting their talent to use.
Right.
But that's an issue.
Because the curriculum itself is not. It's not inviting to the kids. It's just not.
But they
Okay,
got
so
rules that they got to box
We have
into.
charter schools or have more flexibility. Yeah, I love charter schools. Nina went to a charter school.
Charter schools
Elementary
do,
school.
yeah, and charter schools kind of they're more alternative. They look at different perspectives and different options of how to teach these courses.
Okay, so
that's it.
sock guesses. We're on
No,
sock guesses.
we're sock
now.
guesses. It's not Kermit. It's not
Animal,
Miss Piggy.
Gonzo,
It's not
Kermit,
Animal.
Miss
Miss
Piggy.
Piggy.
No, it's not Miss
Y
Piggy.
el sapito.
Because you came late. Okay, she heard the clue.
The
The clue is Muppets. Yeah.
I think,
Pues, el
Oh, 'cause, yeah, you
sapito,
guys
¿cómo
haven't
se
seen it
llama?
either.
right.
¿Cómo
I
se
didn't.
llama
Elmo.
el sapo?
Josue said Elmo.
Kermit.
Doll socks? No.
Kermit, not Kermit.
The clue is animal
Muppets.
or beaker. The clue is Muppets.
Damn, that's such a wide range.
No
thing,
es
Nelson.
Oscar.
But you know
Yeah,
what?
they
You
can't-
said your shirt.
Right, Nick. Right,
You
Nia.
said your shirt was gonna be the clue to your service.
Right.
No,
That's
that was
fucking
that was in that
Looney Tunes.
episode. That was in that episode. That's all it was.
Wow.
In that episode, I did not say that at the beginning
Get
of the
him,
show.
Nia.
No,
Get
I
him,
did not
Nia.
say. There was
Hold
no
on.
disclaimer.
Hold on. We have a response to a comment.
Oscar?
Janie
The
said, I did
family
not
guy?
join the military because I was desperate for a job.
Exactly.
I threw away a full ride scholarship to Stony Brook University because I wanted to see outside of the walls of Brooklyn.
Elmo is
And
not
when
the
I got
Muppets.
out and went to college
Oh,
to
see.
become a therapist,
No.
I kicked some serious
Is it?
ass because
It's
by
for
that
Big
time,
Bird.
I was totally disciplined and on a
Bird.
mission.
Sesame Street.
Janie, thank you for
Yes.
your service. Love you.
By the way, people.
Janie, wait. Janie said Bert and Ernie, and Anne Marie said Oscar the
That's
Grouch.
Sesame Street. I said Muppets. Let's
Oh,
focus.
that's true.
No, your childhood
It's Muppets,
cartoons.
too.
It's
Lady D
Muppets.
said Big Bird.
You're
No,
right,
it's
you're
not.
right.
Yes,
Everybody
all
said
right.
Muppets, too.
Yeah.
Priscilla is not Bart. It's definitely not Barbie because she's not in the Muppets.
Yeah. Or in Sesame Street.
Fabiola, Elmo is Sesame Street.
Yeah.
They was your brother speaking.
Ay, so.
Pero es que no, yo no dije Elmo.
The Grumpy Two Men.
No, you
Big
said
Bird,
Kermit.
Stabler, and Waldorf. The
What?
teddy bear.
Who the hell's the teddy bear?
Who's the teddy bear and who's Stabler and Waldorf?
Teddy is
No,
not.
wait, Stabler. Were Stabler and Wardorf the two old men that were in the little cubicle up there? Yes.
they were.
Yeah, the two old guys.
That's a
It's
joke.
not the animal.
Man,
That's
you
the
went
name of the
animal.
grumpy
deep.
man.
You went deep.
The
Yeah.
bear. What bear?
They're talking about Teddy that smoked weed.
Teddy that smoke weed. No, that's Teddy. That's the Thunder Buddy.
That's not a
Fozzie Bear, Waka Waka. Fozzie Bear.
No, it's not Fozzie.
Oh.
It's not.
Gonzo.
No, it's not. Gonzo.
Grover is also Sesame Street, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Grover
yes,
says-
Damn, man.
Yeah, she
I
knows.
know my people. Cookie Monster.
Yeah, she was watching those
Cookie
shows because I knew
Monster's
she
not
wanted. She wanted.
Cookie
She,
Monster, Sesame Street too.
yeah, she wanted. She was watching those shows so she would have something to relate. Watch with you.
Sesame Street is my days, not his. His is more like. I
No,
think that
your
Purple
days is
Monster-
Fraggle
First of
Rock.
all,
What's that? What?
Fraggle Rock.
My
is
days
more-
is not.
My
Fraggle
days
Rock.
was Sesame Street. We watched Sesame
Yeah,
Street.
Sesame
You
Street.
watched it, but it's from my day.
Yours is
No,
Fraggle
what
Rock
are
and
you
Electric
talking
Company.
Fozzie, Bleeker, Oscar.
Oh, Julie got it because it's
Pero
Beaker.
Oscar-
It's Beaker. No, it's Beaker.
She
Yeah.
said-
Yeah, it's
Who's
Beaker.
Beaker?
You remember Beaker?
Well, we're gonna show right now. We're gonna show
Yeah,
right
with the
now.
hair, with the
We're gonna show
Anxiety.
right now.
Be anxiety now.
Yeah, it's Beaker.
And the funny thing is, you're saving yourself a snack. Because you'll
Absolutely,
that's
yeah.
so
so-
personal.
yeah.
Let me see.
So we got
Because I don't
Beaker.
know who that is.
Yeah, Beaker.
Sí.
Beaker.
Yo, do you see where the camera is at?
Oh, my
Oh,
bad.
oh,
Sorry.
yeah.
My bad.
¿Qué hace Panamá?
Wow, I would have never
Yeah,
thought of
he's
Beaker.
the
I never know
assistant.
his name.
Beaker, because he never said anything.
Yeah.
Woo
He-
woo for the Beaker guesser. Wait, I said Beaker a while ago. Oh.
Who said Beaker?
Oh, hold
You
on.
might have to give up
We
some
gotta
socks.
Oh, she did.
Okay.
Lady D said Beaker.
You might have to
Okay.
give up
All
some
right,
socks.
so you both get a pair of socks.
Where the hell Lady
Julie
D's
gets
at?
Julie gets a
She's
special
on
sock.
Instagram.
Oh.
She
Julie
and
gets
she
a
did.
special sock.
Oh,
It's
because
okay.
it.
She
oh.
was after Christine said doll
Still waiting
socks.
for
No,
him.
okay.
She said Beaker.
I forgot that I had to reload because it cut off.
Okay, so we have
Her?
Beaker and we have two.
Julie
We
gets
have
a
two
special
winners.
sock.
Yeah,
It's
puede
okay.
ser de Pac-Man.
Julie, you get a special.
Wait,
pair of
somebody
socks.
said. Jay said Puff the Magic Dragon. That's your age.
Well, Puff's a Magic Dragon is not my age, motherfucker.
Nigga, you are age too. What the hell are you talking
Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. Watch
about?
your
I
mouth.
know, fuckers, I was watching Sesame
I
Street
am older. I'm the
and
older.
the
Yeah,
Muppets
I
in the
am.
40s.
You gotta remember, our cartoons from our time, they were able to see them. But his I think is Blue's Clues.
Oh,
Oh, rest in peace, Cartoon Network.
Why? What
They-
happened?
Shut down, website and everything. That's where all these cartoons
I
were.
wouldn't even know.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
wouldn't
because
know.
you're watching Snapped.
All the
I-
time.
That's why.
Thundercats. I love Thundercats.
Mia,
G.I.
first
Joe.
of all, Thundercats wasn't your age group. So if you was watching Thundercats,
Yes, it was. G.I. Joe, Thundercats,
Do you not
Transformers.
understand? I
Yes.
came before you.
Mm-hmm.
So what I saw.
Okay,
And
so
Wow.
what you were seeing was
He-Man was not your age group.
Yes, it
He-Man
was.
is my age
Yeah,
group.
He-Man.
So
Uno de los cohetes. Dice uno.
What are you doing?
What
Nick?
is
What?
that?
What the hell is that?
What
What
is
the
that?
hell is that?
Mami knows, güey.
What is that?
What the
I don't know
hell?
what that is.
I don't know. One of our guests is just shooting.
Babe, you forget. Excuse me, SMP. You forget. I am 5 years older than you. Okay.
That's
Whatever cartoons I
20
watch,
in dog
you
years,
watch
but go ahead.
too. You got that.
Wow.
All right. You got that privilege.
Wait, 5 times 7.
That's 25 in dog years.
Where's your math, bro?
No, stop. I'm just giving her a little edge.
I do law. I don't do math. I suck in math. Like.
That's 35, but I'm trying to
He's
get
Yeah,
not
you're trying to make it. All right, I get it. He's trying to be a gentleman. He's trying to be a gentleman.
Y'all just messing
He
up
called
my-
you ancient last week, but he's giving
I'm trying
you
to add
he's
in
giving
some
you grace
good
this week.
graces
Listen
here.
here. He likes his ancient old ass viejita
Shit,
ass.
now it does
Point
menopause.
blank and a story. Let's not talk about menopause again, and it's post-menopause. What don't you guys understand? Post-menopause.
But menopause is
Post.
still in the sentence.
But
So-
it's post.
right.
Just leave me alone.
Wait.
I don't get my period anymore. I don't
It's
have
like
hot flashes.
it's like
and
post-op.
I'm fine.
Wait, it's like post-op. You had a surgery. You had an operation, right? It's just post-op. You have pre-op, operation, post-op. Same
Still
thing.
had an operation.
You still had an operation. You still had menopause. You still have menopause. No, wait. So post-menopause, please educate me. What does that mean?
You no longer get a menstrual cycle.
Okay.
You no longer have hot You no longer have body aches.
Okay.
And you're just, at liberty.
So you're free.
Yes.
So you no longer have any of the symptoms that come with
Yes.
menopause. Okay. So then
Time
don't
out.
say postmenopause because then you are free and clear.
Jiggy, the thing was
Did you
Muppets.
Did you say Jiggy?
Yeah, that's my cousin David
Oh.
Rivera. The clue was Muppets, and you came up with Voltron, bro.
Janie
Wow.
Janie said.
No, he's still on one of the '80s cartoons.
Oh, okay.
That's what it is.
I
He's
was
still
confused.
He's still on. Yes, Voltron was another show.
Janie said, Mia, you're 5 years older than Ben. How did I not know that? I thought you guys met in high school.
Wow.
I met
No,
him
no,
when I
no.
met him when he just got out of high
Janie,
school.
No.
Janie,
She went to the high school and
I
grabbed
met-
him.
I met Mia at the strip club. She was a stripper.
And you had your fake ID.
Yeah.
That's how
Janie,
that happened.
when I met Ben was 24 years old, and I was.
First of all, I was 23. Your boyfriend was 24.
You were not 23.
I was 23.
You were not 23.
How much you want to make it back?
Ooh.
Babe, when I had Nina, I was 30 years old. You were 25.
No, I
We
was
were only together for 8
going
months
on 25.
before you bagged me and made a baby in me.
I
We were
bagged
only
you?
together 8 months.
I bagged you?
You bagged me and made a baby.
I don't
in me.
think that's how the story goes. I'm just letting everybody know that's not how the story goes, but
That is how the story goes.
however she wants to
That is
Pro-
how I
wanna
didn't.
perpetrate it.
I did not approach him. I did not tell him I wanted him. None of that stuff happened.
Okay. All right.
He just so happened to get me on a good night.
Oh, had a good night.
It was a good night.
I think every night
It
was a
must
good
be 20
night.
years of good nights at
Yeah.
this point.
Sony said, "You know what sucks? We can't see all comments on all platforms. So sometimes y'all talking, and I'm like,
Yeah.
what the fuck is that comment?
Yeah, it is. That's
so
why
do you
me,
want to blame it on iguanas? It wasn't iguanas. It was what was the seaport?
Caliente Cats.
Sequoias.
Sequoia. We met in Caliente Cap, but that you weren't into me at that point. You were into his baby mama at that point.
No.
Yes.
No.
Anyway, that was the first night we
Time
met.
out. Time out. Why you talking shit? Why you talking
It's
That's
shit?
true.
That's
I
true,
have
though.
a picture.
Yeah.
I have a picture.
Why
You're
you talking
hugging his
shit?
baby
It was
mama.
It was one day.
Time out. Time out. Why you talking shit?
Marty, back me up
It
on
wasn't even a day. It was not even a half a day.
It was an evening, right?
It was a meet and greet, and it was I see you later.
this.
So stop the shit. That's number one.
But I'm just saying that's
And
the
number
first time we
two-
met in iguanas.
Hey.
No.
Hey, God bless.
Time out.
Hey, God bless you.
You dodged the
You
bullet.
dodged a bullet,
You
bro.
Her baby
got the
father-
better one.
Yo,
You got the better
Nelson,
one.
her baby father told me the same thing when he shook my hand. Good luck.
No, my baby.
But it worked out for you, bro.
Oh my
Did
god.
it?
Yeah, it worked out for you.
Did
Next,
it?
okay. Next
20
episode
years
needs to be
later?
y'all talking about how you
Wow.
met, who was into who,
Hit 'em.
etc.
Get out of here. She said, wow, I'm
Wow.
How come I
Whoa, ice cream.
didn't get it?
Nelson, put that in the freezer
I
for me.
didn't know what you wanted.
Later.
I literally asked you if you wanted anything.
So yeah, I am 5 years older than my husband. I am 5 years
What the
older.
hell's
in here?
Can,
It's
not
20 years.
Can, what the fuck? Caliente Cab Company had the best drinks. Oh my god, the check of fuels
Check
is
of
what got
fuel.
me in trouble, Sony. I was in Caliente Cab
You see
Company
what
all the
Josue
time.
said?
Yeah, he said he wants the whole tea.
He wants the whole
Josue-
tea.
Josue
He
said
wants the whole tea.
We'll give you the whole tea. Oh, look at Fabi. She said, "I'll call you."
Yeah.
I'm almost 2 years older than Brad. I don't know. Maybe
Yeah,
that should
Asylums. That's what it was. Marty said it.
be. But Asylums was a little bit further.
Mm.
It was.
Yeah.
I
It was
remember.
Caliente Cab. I'm
Babe,
telling you.
Babe, it happened like this.
Oh, God.
We were in Sequoias.
It wasn't
We
Sequoia.
were on the dance floor.
It wasn't Sequoia.
We were again with his
It wasn't
baby
Sequoia.
mama.
Stop it right there. It wasn't Sequoia.
We were with
I
his
wasn't
baby.
there, so I can't
It was
collaborate
with-
anything.
I was
I
with
wasn't
his
there.
baby
It
mama.
wasn't
I don't know where-
Sequoias. It wasn't Sequoia.
I don't know
Stop
where
the
I
story.
was.
Wait,
I
listen.
wasn't even
No.
planned.
We were
It was
with.
Caliente Cab.
No,
I want to call in a friend.
listen.
You-
It was
who you call?
Sequoias.
I want to call
We
in
were
a
in the
friend.
dance floor. I was with his baby mama, and you said, "Grab your friend, cause we're leaving." And we got in a cab and we dropped her off.
Sequoia's had it
And
downstairs.
that was it.
So what bathroom was downstairs?
You're talking about Caliente Cab Company.
That's where it happened.
It didn't.
Okay.
It did not happen.
We
in
need. I
Caliente
need to
Cab.
call in a friend for the next episode.
Who you
Ben
calling?
said she's old, but her memory's not that bad. I remember it like it just happened yesterday. But we had our good times in Asylums, Iguanas, Caliente Capco, because that's where we
Man,
frequented.
we're hoes.
Because I had you out Monday through Sunday.
We're hoes.
I remember he was like, "Can we stop going on?" I said, "No, we can't." said no, we can't. But it's almost that time. It's 8:29. Topics for next week, please. You could slide into the DM.
Slide into the DM.
I already
the
gave
demands.
one. Josue
I know
already
Josue wants to know how we met. We could talk about that.
gave- No, we can't.
Why not?
Because you don't get your facts right.
No,
Well, we will
You
correct
got a
them.
whole week
who's
to
the
get your
one that
facts
got
right.
fucking fucked
You
up
got a
memory?
whole week to get your facts right.
I have my diary, puppy.
Oh.
Oh.
I have your diary.
I have my diary.
No, you don't. I locked it. The key. You
Yeah,
don't have
she
it.
used to write a lot.
I
said,
wrote.
oh.
Yeah, she
all
wrote
I
a
did was
lot.
write.
I know.
She wrote a lot.
I read the whole diary. I know.
It's 20 years. It's 20 years. You did not read the whole diary.
I got the key.
Because we would be divorced
Did you go
if
in
you read
there?
the whole diary.
Trust me. That's why I am the way I am.
I don't know.
What are
I
you,
don't know why
Popeye?
you are.
Popeye the Sailor
I got
Man?
these- I got
That's
these
70s.
I got
Yeah,
these spinach
that's
once in a
70s right
while.
there.
Janie
That's
got
70s.
me. Janie got me. You need to put him on menopause.
Wow.
She got me
Jenny,
again.
remember, you're my cousin.
Mhm.
You're pulling that card? You're
Yeah.
my cousin.
Wait, so who won the sock? Lady D?
I want to
Julie?
say they both, did.
Okay.
They
Yeah,
both did, but
tough.
it's okay because I think Julie could get
It's
100
okay
pairs
because
of
Nelson
socks.
got 15 bins
In
of
fact, I got
socks.
15 bins of socks. I was gonna say.
The clubbing days, Marty. The clubbing days. That was my clubbing partner, Marty.
Yeah,
So
we can speak about that next
Lady
week.
D. So what? Our clubbing days?
Yeah, well, that's how it's gonna.
I
That's
don't want
gonna.
to hear this.
That's no. It's gonna transition into that. It definitely is gonna transition. It's gonna be
Listen,
general.
I can tell you this. After I had my son, I had my son 20 to 21. And then I chilled until I was about 24. But
You better
from
than my mother.
24 until 30, it was on and popping.
Oh, wow.
It was the life. I had the greatest time. I mean, I did it all. I can't ever say that I did not.
That's why these
live.
generations are weak. Well, most of the generations are weak because we used to party Tuesday, Wednesday through Sunday,
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday,
First of
and
Thursday.
then go to work during the week.
Marty,
of all-
remember when we used to go to
First
work
of all,
doubled
your
over?
generation is weak because my mother had me at 14. Y'all niggas are suckers. Having kids at 21.
Well, Puerto Ricans, they do that. They tend to do that.
Then look at me.
No, you're a different generation. Back then, that generation, forget it.
I think-
There was no television. There was nothing else to do.
But it's a cycle. Look, but like the younger, not the younger, but the older generation, they used to have kids at 14, 15, used to get
Mhm.
married early.
No, they don't want
18,
kids.
19, right?
Right.
Then it
And it
went
was
to
acceptable as
then,
well.
then it went to
She's
teens,
right,
in your late teens, 18, 19, 20, 21, right? And then now you got 30, 31, 32, and it's like
Yeah, facts.
you don't want kids.
Because they can't afford them.
No?
No.
Oh, hell yeah, you
I
can't.
wouldn't want kids either after I read you two.
Wow.
I'm raising your ass. You
You
better-
ain't raising me.
It's
You
just,
gotta
go.
dude, I think people are not having kids, and we can talk about that. They're not
That's
having
a
kids
good topic.
because
Not people,
economics.
but the younger generation.
Just in
they
general.
can't even live on their own.
That
You
too.
gotta have a two. You gotta have a two
two-
income household
Yeah.
to just make
Yeah.
ends meet.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about that.
Yeah. So next week, what are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about clubs. We're going to talk about the cost of living and having children, right? Two-parent households.
And Marty says she want to talk about what y'all did in y'all teen years. 'Cause
We
I
really
already-
enjoyed our teen
She
years.
told me what y'all did in y'all teen years.
She did not tell you what we did in our teen years.
Woo-wee.
Well, we'll start. We'll leave
She
the
did
teen.
not.
Listen, we'll leave the teen where they belong
That's a
in the
black and
brain.
white TV day.
Yeah, no, not even. I mean, just in the brain. Because there's things that we did in our teen years that no one, unless you said it to someone, they'll die. With
Both my rap asses don't want children. That's why I know I'm never going to be a grandma.
Oh, shit.
I want to be a grandma too, and unfortunately, it's not happening.
It's all right. That's not a choice that you have.
I never said it was a
I
choice.
know.
It's a want.
Yeah,
I want to
yeah.
be a grandma.
Yeah, I want.
I want to chase around. You're a grandfather.
I'm a three times over.
How many?
3 times
Say it
over.
again.
3 times.
Just make
Wait,
sure.
3 times.
3 times.
3 times.
That you know of.
No, I know. This
That
one.
you know
Oh
of.
yeah.
That you know of.
No, we'll talk about that scam
Aye.
next in another episode. That was very interesting. Fucking Facebook.
Mia might be a stepmother.
Is that- This, that's. Wow, you learned something new again.
I wouldn't be surprised if somebody comes knocking on the door saying that's my daddy.
Listen, there's crazier shit that's happened
But-
before, but we'll talk about some
That's
of
the
those
benefit
topics.
of being a woman. At the end of the day, fine, yes.
That's
if
a
we become-
benefit.
That's a benefit.
It's a benefit because we have to have a baby and we can't hide it. Whereas a man, they can basically make a baby, and if they want to hide it, they
But
can
that
hide
was
it.
that was the
Well, who
purpose.
said anybody hid
hide it? Yeah. Nobody said anybody about hiding it.
It's not about hiding it, but what I'm saying is it can happen where a woman can get impregnated,
Right.
not tell the baby's father,
Right.
and years
So
later.
who's hiding
yeah.
it? The woman or
Not
the man?
Who's fucked up? That's another topic
you
for
should
another
know.
day. That's a topic for another day. Who's fucked up? Who's wrong? We'll talk about that.
I'm taking mine to Disney next month. Oh, you're coming to Disney in Florida or Cali, Sony?
Uh-oh.
No, she's probably coming to Florida.
Why are you answering for her?
I'm taking
she can
mine
speak
to-
for herself.
Oh, her grandchild. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Her cutie.
It
Her
happened
cutie.
to my family.
her
I'm
cutie
pretty sure
patootie.
you know that I had a sibling that showed up.
Relax.
Oh, look. Oh, I don't know that, Bochinche Jane. I'm pretty sure y'all know that I had a sibling that showed up on 23andMe. Her and Jackie are the same exact age. And that is why I will not do any of those exams because I am so scared to
Oh, the
find out some
ancestry and
information.
all that.
I'm
yeah.
so scared to find out some shit that I'm not
I'd
supposed to
rather
know.
not know.
Because I swear, I'm like, I'm the illegitimate child. That's number one. I found out recently my dad wasn't at my baptism. I'm the only one without a middle name.
That explains a lot, though.
She was found in a dumpster for many years. That was the
That's
that's what your mother said for many years.
That's
So
Wow.
there's a lot of
Wow.
mystery behind your existence.
Stay away from ancestry and 23andMe shit. Yeah, I don't want to know. I really don't want to know. I'm
No, don't do
I'm gonna stick to
that.
what I have.
Don't do that, Janie.
It's true. I'm gonna stick to what I have. I don't want to
Listen,
know.
it's a choice. If you want to find
Some
out
of
if
us
you don't.
want to find out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Some of us are in situations that we would like to
And
go to
and
those
some
things.
don't, and it's fine. Either way is fine.
Oh, so I say I love family tea that doesn't involve me.
Bochichosa,
Jenny said I don't have a middle name either. I didn't even know my name was really Juana until I was 13.
Wow.
What? Well, I just,
Bendito.
listen, I just found out after 53 years, 52. I keep saying 53, 52 years, my mother's real name. When I saw her birth certificate, she's been spelling her name wrong this whole entire time.
Oh shit,
really?
really?
Oh my God, the
Oh,
whole
wow.
entire time.
Oh.
It's just a mess. Oh
So
my Lord.
anemia.
It is.
But it's just spelled
wrong.
differently.
It's spelled wrong.
Okay.
All right, y'all. So it's 8:36. It's our time. We don't really have a limit, but we are limiting it. We know you all have things to do.
Thank you for engaging
so
with
much
us. Please
for joining
subscribe on YouTube, share, like, so we can go. We need to get 50 followers to go live on YouTube, this is what we would prefer.
If we go on YouTube, I'm gonna talk about crime.
Yeah, we can do all that.
No, I'm gonna talk about all the crime shows and all the trials that I watch.
All right, leave that.
Yeah, leave that. All right, slow down there. Relax yourself, okay?
Janie, thank you for joining. Everyone,
Yes,
thank you for
thank
joining.
you.
We truly appreciate it. We hope it's been fun. We hope you got some laughter, in your
Yeah.
life. It's really cool. That's what this is about.
We're
Coming
trying
together, having a conversation, and we don't have to be in the same room. We smile. We talk about life. We talk about love. We talk about anything that basically, needs to be talked about, and it's pretty cool.
We'll see you guys next week, and always, you got no regrets. One life. Let's go. Keep living.
One life, live it, love it, laugh. Right? Is that how you do it?
Not really, but it's okay. We'll fix it next week. We'll see y'all. Goodbye.
Good night.
Ay, Dios. Qué bochinche.
Somebody requested us. Who requested? Oh, she accepted. All right.
Oh my God, Bobby! Now you see what I go through.
What?
These two are.
Listen, I'm sure you go through it every single Thursday, but I don't.